Okay, let's just talk about packaging. And we're going to talk about two different types, industrial and retail. Now, retail packaging is a sort of do or die, live or die exercise. If you don't get it right, you can be dead. Industrial people tend to ignore or think, oh, it's not important, you know, general public doesn't see this. Well, mate, your customers see it. That's what's important. And it's a lot more important than you think. So we've got the two different types of packaging. If we talk about retail packaging, I sort of keep reminding clients, you know, people walk through a store and your product's hanging on a hook, and if you don't grab people within a millisecond, you're dead. Yeah, people just don't, you know, are not going to notice you. You need to be figuring out how you're going to stand out from the crowd. Now, hopefully, you've got some unique selling propositions, some key feature benefits that you need to get across, but you've got to get them across very quickly. And in order to do that, usually the best way is to focus on, you know, the colours, your logo, all the rest of it. But some sort of image, preferably photograph, it may be graphic, that actually gets across your key features. Now, there's an old story about a picture being 1,000 words. Well, firstly, might I warn you that nobody reads nothing these days. This is the big problem. You're trying to, people have got all these choices and they've got no time. So if you can get an image, and this is the liquid gold thing, get an image that tells the story, shows your, inverted commas, difference, why it's better, it's worth a lot of money to you. And searching, fiddling around, trying to get that is well worth the effort. So you really want to demonstrate to people with an image as to what your key features are, maybe several images, but it's getting the right one that will really make a hell of a difference. And hopefully that illustrates your unique features and gets you to stand out from the rest of the pack. And the other thing to be aware of is that, as I mentioned, people don't read anything these days. So if you want to make it even worse, then just put the text that you've got there on a pack in a nice micro small font, which makes it even harder again. And so many people do this. So try and show with photographs and images your story. Try not to use any text at all if you can help it. And remember, there's a hell of a lot of people out there that don't even speak the language, let alone read it. So in a lot of countries, you know, language is a real issue because of a mixture of different languages. So focusing on avoiding text is a good move. And if you have to put it, for goodness sake, put it in the size that people can read. Now, if we move across the way to industrial packaging. Industrial packaging is important. It gets across your company image. You know, you do that with your logo and colour combination, whatever you've got there. Hopefully, the pack helps the product get the product to the customer in one piece. People get very upset when they get broken and damaged product. And I'm reminded of a story with some sanitary ware products, and we had a case not that long back where we had a variety of sanitary ware from a very large company that's got, inverted commas, supposedly good image. And these people just sort of turf an $800 product into plain cardboard boxes, and it's porcelain. Well, you know, I was left wondering whether maybe this crowd's porcelain is sort of bounceable. Because, you know, you think, why would they be doing this? Why didn't they have some internal support and cardboard, and we can do it with cardboard engineering, inside to take shocks and bumps that the product gets in the passage from a factory to you, or some foam or other heaps of ways of protecting the product. We had some other porcelain from other places, other countries, and you know, it was packed well. So anyway, I was left with this awful image, combined also with the fact that on the back of one of the boxes we had the big the big set of instructions, drawings and whatever, which were totally obsolete and obviously belonged to a previous version of the product, which doesn't help either. So a month or so after this, we had a crowd who delivery company that delivered some product here, and I got in a conversation with this guy, and somehow this company, the company in question, popped up, Sanitary Ware, and I said, well, geez, this guy's just hopeless, you know. And he said, yeah, so much so from our company policy is not to deliver their goods at all, because we've had too many breakages and we don't like people getting upset with us. So we basically will not touch their goods. So, you know, the point I'm making is the product has to get to your customer in one piece. The second thing is that it needs to get there in an industrial sense, hopefully with some key bits of information that guide the client to a good experience. That is, if there's some things that they can do wrong, we'll give them some indication on the pack as to, well, don't do this or do that, so that they can actually get the thing out of the pack and get it to its position of use without some form of damage. If people have good experience in unpacking the product and getting it to the point of use, good news for you. But if it's the opposite way around, it isn't good news. And also now, in these days, be conscious of the fact that the packaging that you use needs to be recyclable. No good having a whole pile of stuff that is very difficult to recycle. So you don't want too much packaging, but you want it recyclable, and hopefully you want it to get the right image across. I hope that there are a few issues there that might serve you well if you think about them. Thank you very much. Bye.